What is up, guys? Wraith here, Grey-Bearded Gaming Society. We are back on our new little buddy Riotin, figure it out as we go. We got some gigantic news. We've been grinding away in the newbie zone. So the first thing we're going to do is we get, not flying kick, ground kick. We have our new kick ability, which I think should replace that kick, which is pretty spiffy. I believe that's all we get. Yeah, we don't get anything else till like level 10, and then everything else we've still been putting into mend. Where's it at? Right here. We've still been putting everything into mend because we keep hurting ourselves quite badly with it. Now, the ridiculous thing about this guy is we have alrighty then. The ridiculous thing about this guy right now is that we have massive amounts of lobby upgrades, and this is why. We were out in the newbie zone, running along, merrily doing our own thing. We've gotten tons and tons and tons of buffs just to keep everything rolling nonstop, which has been amazing. Cannot complain about that even in the slightest. Now we're back in here. Let's go ahead and do another stack of bandages. Now we ended up with a lot of, so I'm kind of getting off topic here. Let's see, range 45, range 120, but they're heavier. Okay, so that's the stick. And then these little shurikens. Well, I'll stick with the shurikens for now because that's what I got. But anyway, basically what we did, guys, was we were sitting out there in the newbie zone. We were going to town, and a high level came up. A high level shaman came up and said, "Hey, I'm going to do some crafting. Can you throw some stuff back and forth on some tunes for me?" I was like, "Sure, I'll be here in the newbie zone anyway. It's no big deal." So they start handing me this stuff. I traded over. Well, they're making monk gear. So they're making monk gear. I'm getting the extras for free. So huge props and a thank you to Flutie, wherever you are. I don't know if you're a friend of the channel or not, but as far as I'm concerned, you will be now. But basically, we ended up with Woo's Fighting Cap, a set of Woo's Fighting Bracers, we got Woo's Fighting Sleeves, and a set of Woo's Fighting Legs, all on our little bitty monkey person, before we've ever really even done anything. Everything's greening out. Let's see what our new little... Oh, come on. Come on. Tell me the big spinny kick. Chop socky. Alright. But yeah, like I said, we got a lot of free stuff, which I am not going to complain about. And at the same time, at the very, very same time, we have just been merrily grinding along through the newbie zone. It looks like we're about done with it now, unfortunately. Because the one thing that has been very handy, boot to the head. One thing that has been very, very handy out here is just tons and tons of buffs. So you can see I have a ton of buffs on me. And that's just for me standing around. Just being in the newbie zone, people have been hooking me up, which has been outstanding. Like I said, I got a ton of armor. I probably, like I said, I didn't mention it in the last one, but I'd actually probably owe a small apology to Tilladon the Shadow Knight, again, friend of the channel. We've grouped them a couple times with Stink, and we've always kept up and kind of chatted. Well, I saw him out here in the newbie zone, and I sent him a tell and started talking to him without even realizing, like, I'm basically spoiling the episode 1. But we chatted for a bit. I hope he had better luck in his KL raid than he was having when he showed up naked in front of me in the newbie zone. But he was nice enough to replace our Beetle Eye with a Lightstone. So at least we have some form of something lighting up, and we can see a little bit better in the dark. So we will take it. Every little upgrade counts. The other handy thing, like I said though, about Flutie and the help that they were doing, is they also tipped us a chunk of platinum from one of the trades, and then at the same time a bunch of the extra stuff. They're just like, here, just hold on to this stuff and just go sell it or whatever. So, you know, we're starting off world quite right on our little monk here. We are in episode 2, and we are level 5. We just got our first spiffy monkey, cool looking monkey ability. So we've been running our little splintering clubs and thumping on stuff here. We've been trashing a lot of this stuff. We probably need to hit a bank at this point. Because actually, with that one, we really don't need the fire beetle eye. So I can't store this anywhere else, but we'll keep that stored. Might need to get a little bit more food, but like I said, we've been running along pretty solid. We actually might need to go drop off some of this coinage, but I was actually tempted to actually run out to the commons and be like the earliest level, you know, picking some stuff ever, because I was really tempted to see if I, you know, could use a little bit of this cash and maybe pick up an early glowing stone band. Just we won't always be blind. We'll have to see how that goes. But stick around, guys. We're going to pick some adventures to get into, and we'll get rolling. Alright, guys, now that I am going to be busy for quite a while. Hey, Bind Wound 10, it's a slow moving skill. But now that I'm going to be busy here for quite a little while trying to handle this business, I figured it's probably a good spot to go ahead and probably put the cap on this particular episode's adventures. I actually cannot describe the luck that this little guy has had in our first handful of sessions playing him. So we talked a little bit earlier in the episode, of course, how a very large shaman who was working on some trade skills happened along our path and, you know, worked on some stuff and just gave us the extras. So we have the woos fighting stuff. Then tipped us some platinum to boot to, you know, move stuff back and forth between their characters. And then we did get lucky and got our hands on one high quality bear pelt, and we sold that bad boy. So between all of that, we are off to an amazing start on this guy. We we invested a big chunk of our capital into our glowing stone band. So we do have that. So fighting in the darkness is not that huge of a deal. And yes, I mean, we lose the one spot to it, but for the time being, I just don't care. I'd rather be able to see than that. The other thing that was spectacular, as we thought we were handing this off to another toon, they told me to keep it. So I do have the Orc-Fang earring, which is a super nice lobby level item. Ooh, that's a bear. Let's, well, we'll finish this one mine, then we'll go kill the bear. So one of the things that we did is we took our newfound small fortune. We took our newfound small fortune and we went and got ourselves a couple of, I mean, I'm hoping that they're pretty nice. I think that they should be pretty good lobby weapons, but we went and got ourselves a knobbed war club, which, I mean, the stats are no good for us, but 824 and it's magic, so it's nice and fast. It hits pretty hard, pretty solid there. And then we got an Essence of Doll on the super cheap. So super lightweight. This one's, again, only at a weight of 2, which is also really nice. I mean, we keep our weight pretty low, which is pretty handy. So we had 824 and a 1028. And I know that the Essence of Doll wears off, so to speak. I believe it's like level 40. That looks like somebody's already got that bear. Yeah, we are all about the bears because we have been able to make some cash off the bears. But we, like I said, we got the Essence of Doll super cheap because they wear off, and the players are just so experienced now that they just kind of know this. I mean, I think it's level 40, I believe, where a monk will out damage that just with their fist without trying to use the item. What the? Yeah, I wanted to. There was a bear there, and then Mr. Bear vanished. So. But yeah, so I mean, we've done really great there. We've got some really good. I feel like we've got some really good starting weapons. Mend has backfired on us numerous times. So, that one's kind of painful, but we'll get there. The other handy thing about this guy, of course, is Essence of Doll, is we can really get our one-hand blunt skill going. And then, we can drop them off. And we can just fisticuffs, so when we want to keep our skills up. I don't know if we're going to try to do like a two-handed weapon or not. I know there are some super really good ones, but I don't see us having that kind of money anytime soon, so we're probably going to have to pass on that. But either way, oh, and I forgot one other thing. So we got that. I was running up a hill after a cougar or panther, whatever the cats are that we fight on occasion, and this very large Ixar run over the hill on the other side and just started inspecting my stuff. Excuse me, not an Ixar, I believe it was an Erudite. Excuse me. Just started inspecting me and was like, here, have this. So I have a just awesome monk-only chest piece with 0 weight, lots of awesome stats. So, I mean, again, I can't explain how awesome that was. He just runs up. I mean, and I've got some other stuff here. I mean, it's, we've done very well out of the gate with this little guy, and he just gave me, a monk-only chest piece. So we are in an amazing spot out of the gate. We of course, we have been run off a handful of times by, let's just say, overshooting what our buffs can handle. We've taken on a couple of yellows, and some of them not worked out, but then a couple of the other ones have worked out just fine. So it's kind of hit or miss. But again, we've been in a great spot with this guy. Like I said, we're all the way to level 6 already. We're halfway through level 6, and he's just barely bobbing through the zone. I've actually given some thought about jumping over to the other side just to see what the newbie side of North Row looks like, but I don't know if it's going to be any better than what I got here. I mean, we have some competition here, which is fine, but there's also lots of people, so I can run up here and randomly get buffs, which is super nice. So we'll kind of see how that goes. And I think the other thing we should probably do is look in to see that spiffy, glowy fist thing. That's just awesomeness. It's like the magic ring. But that's the other thing we should probably do is check on what we're supposed to do for the next level for our little sash and just kind of keep that going because that could be cool. But like I said, the super handy thing with this guy, like I said, is every time we level, we put everything into mend, which still stinks and it's almost killed us, but we'll get there. We're off to probably the best start gear-wise that we've ever had. And so far, we've been able to escape everything. But I think we're probably going to come up here, ask for some spiffy buffs, and see what other kind of trouble we get going. See if we can keep things running. But we'll go ahead and stop this episode there so it doesn't get too long. And we will check in with you guys next time. But hey, as always, guys, if you do like what we're doing, hey, please don't forget to like, comment, maybe subscribe down below. We do like to hear from everybody in-game, whether it's this character or one of the other previous characters. If you catch me playing, that's outstanding. I'll always chat you up if I'm paying attention. So until next time, guys, stay safe, stay distant, stay in EverQuest, and we'll catch you next time, guys. Night.